Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Hello there and a very good evening and a warm welcome to the 9 p.m. news of the most prestigious channel in Sri Lanka, bringing you your top stories for tonight. I'm Sonal Parnavithan.
And I'm Kasini Balachandra. We start off with a look at your headlines for tonight.
Examination to recruit co-held graduates takes place successfully. Most of the top rankers of the advanced level examination from outside of Colombo. Veneration of the sacred tooth relic ends successfully. Millions of devotees worship the sacred relic during the 10-day period. The president says no room for shortage of medicine in the country. Narcotics valued at 900 million rupees apprehended from Kotikawata. Singer Saman De Silva passes away. The Kashmir incident still remains intense.
We move on to those and other stories in detail in your top local story tonight. The schools which have demonstrated excellent results island-wide at last year's GCE Advanced Level Examination include Ratnavali Girls School, Gampaha, Bandanayaka Vidyalaya, Gampaha, Visakha Vidyalaya, Colombo, Malayadevi Girls School, Kurunagala, Sandalanka Central College and Naramala Mayurapada Central College.
Now these schools have recorded the first place in the GCE Advanced Level results in the streams of arts, commerce, physical science, biology and technology. Senali Chamatkar Ranasinghe of the Ratnavali Girls School, Gampaha has secured the first place in the island in the art stream. The first place in the physical science stream was taken over by Lesandu Ramsara of the Gampaha Bandaranaika Vidyalaya. Dulari Pereira of Visakha Vidyalaya, Colombo came first in the results of the commerce stream of studies. The first place in the stream of biological science has been secured by Saditi Nimhara of the Malayadevi Girls School, Kurunagala. First place in the biosystems technology stream was secured by Netmi Navodaya Marasinghe of the Sandalanka Central College. It was Kavya Ravihansa of the Mayurapada Central College, Naramala, who has come first in the engineering technology stream. Applications could be submitted for re-scrutiny of answer papers from the 2nd to the 16th of next month. The Sri Lanka Examinations Department says re-scrutinized printed examination results will be issued to the respective principals. 64.73% of the candidates who have sat for the last year's GCE Advanced Level Examination have been eligible to apply for university admission. This amounts to 177,588 exam candidates. Commissioner General of Examinations Amit Jayasundara said that the percentage of success of male candidates is 57.91% and female candidates 64.73%. Accordingly, a higher propensity of success has been witnessed in female candidates. With the release of results, several needs of the candidates have arisen, which include the obtaining of certificates. The relevant networks remain open to facilitate the requirements. The Examination Commissioner further said large number of candidates already applied to receive the certificates via online.
The competitive examinations for the recruitment of graduates for the posts of medical laboratory technician and physiotherapist. A court order had been issued preventing the holding protests objecting the conducting of the examination. This has been issued as a response to the request made by the police to the Magistrates Court. Previous approval was given to recruit nearly 500 persons for these posts belonging to supplementary profession services. This has been done since graduates were not recruited for these posts for a period of 4 to 5 years. Accordingly, the examination was conducted successfully at the School of Nursing in Kandana, Colombo, and the Women's Hospital at Castle Street, along with 4 other centres. Borala police had received information regarding a preparation to conduct activities of sabotage which will threaten the security of examination centres and the holding of protests against this competitive examination. Accordingly, the Colombo Magistrates Courts issued an order against the convener of the Inter-University Students' Federation, Madhushan Indrajit, chairman of the Supplementary Profession Services Trade Union, Ravi Kumudesh, and convener of the Core Medical Science Graduates Union, MNM Nusri, and others. The veneration of the sacred tooth relic, organized after 16 years in Kandy, successfully concluded today.
Tens of thousands of devotees availed the opportunity to venerate the sacred tooth relic of Lord Buddha since the 18th of this month. The government took steps to provide essential facilities as well daily for them. As per the request made by the President Anurukumara Disanayake from the most venerable Mahanayaka theatres of Malvatta and Askiriya chapters and the Diyavadana Nilame, the sacred veneration was organized, which commenced on the 18th of February. With the guidance of most venerable Mahanayaka of the Malvatta chapter, Varkagoda Sri Jnanaratana Thera, the veneration process will commence with the participation of the President, Ministers and Parliamentaries participating in the inaugural ceremony. The public were provided with the opportunity to venerate the sacred tooth relic on that date until 2 p.m. The following day, the veneration was scheduled from 12 noon to 5 p.m. after taking into consideration the increase in the number of devotees who arrived in Kandy. The timing was scheduled again from 11 a.m. onwards. Since the number of devotees kept increasing, request was made from the devotees to refrain from visiting Kandy until further notice. Anyway, the government, the Dalanda Maligava, the armed forces, the Municipal Council of Kandy, along with private sector, took steps to provide all necessary facilities for the devotees. Parallel to this, 4 medical centers were also established along with mobile health units. The major issue which arose with the veneration process was about sanitation and littering the area. The Clean Sri Lanka program, Kandy municipality and voluntary groups made valuable contributions in this regard. Before the conclusion of the veneration process today, a program named Clean Kandy was also initiated with the participation of university students and a large number of others. An opportunity was also provided to those who engaged in the cleaning process to venerate the sacred tooth relic. The disabled war heroes also availed the opportunity of veneration. In the final day, today, a huge number of devotees participated in the veneration process, and the security forces provide invaluable assistance since the commencement of it. Throughout the past days, the national television provided a live telecast with a complete roundup of daily happenings to the viewers from the Dalanda Maligava premises in Kandy.
සංසාරික භව බන්ධන සිඳ බිඳලාන තෙත නම් පින රන්දන දෙවි වන්දන බඹසේ සාත පුදනම් සිංකඩ ගල ජයවර්ධන පුරමංගල විමනම් ශ්‍රී සම්බුදු දලඳා සඳ ජින පංජර කරනම්
stock of narcotics valued over 900 million rupees was reported to have been taken into police custody in Nagahavada, Kotikavatta, and the successful raid was conducted by the Malave police station. The police says among the items of narcotics apprehended in the search operation included 13 kilos of heroin and 3 kilograms of ice narcotics. The raid was conducted according to an information received by the Malave police station. An extensive police investigation has already commenced in connection with another large-scale drug racket.
The distribution of official ballot papers in the local government elections by the Postal Department is being conducted now. Steps were taken to implement it today as a special day of distributing official ballot papers. All the post offices commence the distribution of official ballot papers from 7 a.m. today. The distribution of official ballot papers will be over by the 29th of this month. According to the Election Commission, voters who did not receive the official ballot papers will be able to obtain them by visiting the post office located in the voter list by proving the identity.
The Working Council of Committee on Public Enterprises has decided to take legal action against corrupt officials of government institutions. The chairman of the council, parliamentarian Dr. Nishanta Samravira, says that documentation will be conducted for the first time in history regarding corruption and irregularities in government institutions as a first step. Chairman of the COP Committee, parliamentarian Dr. Nishanta Samravira, said that under the system which prevailed until now, most people think that the COP Committee is just a media show, but the reality is something else. The COP Committee is required to take the matter to the Attorney General after enlightening the public regarding the manner in which public money has been misused and persons responsible for it after tabling it in Parliament. Through legal action, steps will be taken to file cases against the accused. The next step will be to provide the information to institutions such as the Criminal Investigation Department and encourage them to conduct investigations in order to file court cases against them. Disciplinary actions will also be taken after investigations by presenting facts to secretaries of ministries. By taking action in this manner, officials who misused public property and those officials who aided them will be brought under legal scrutiny. The COP Committee is going ahead with investigations in this respect.
4 police officials have been assigned to the committee investigating into the misuse of powers in his position as former IGP Deshabandhu Thennakoon. The appointments have been made according to a request made by the investigating committee. Acting IGP Priyantha Veerasurya has taken measures to deploy 4 officials, including an assistant police superintendent of the CID, to assist the committee. The committee met for the second time to investigate into the misuse of powers in his position by former IGP Deshabandhu Thennakoon. Written instructions have been conveyed to the acting IGP to assign a group of police officials for the relevant investigations. Meanwhile, the Attorney General has named Additional Solicitor General, President's Counsel Dilipa Peiris and Deputy Solicitor General Rajitha Pereira to assist the committee. And with that, we go to a break. On the other side, we have more local news.
Prima kottumi, fantamai. Lassana fan loke, kottumi saravihide, kitika situ brandava kere. Fine and fashion nape, heat take away they vate, hot and spicy gas mate me rase. Pitiye hatarate.
Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Taking a look at more local developments for tonight, prominent singer Saman De Silva passed away in the early morning today at the age of 68 years.
Badure elava dakala vehsalivi sita piruna adasuli hasatanuna sita piruna adasuli hasatanuna
Saman De Silva can be described as a singer who made a special contribution to music in this country. He was able to provide his voice to a host of popular songs in the country. Among them, popular songs like Niyare Piyalangala, Punchi Kurulu Kurue, Santosha Venna Preeti Venna, Pura Handa Naguna, Irene Josephine, Devluva Deviyane, Handavela Sitak Handavela, Pinbara Sitayame and Matakai Amme have left an indelible memory in the hearts of fans. Saman De Silva, who entered his full-time musical journey, is a special link to the music world in this country, and his contribution to the Ballot version of music has been extremely prominent. He travelled widely to represent the music of Sri Lanka to an international level. Born on the 6th of February 1956 at Passara area, Badulla, Saman De Silva was an old boy of Nalanda College, Colombo. He started the music group named Saman and the Clans in the 1990s and also gave birth to the music group called Siak later. Later on, he was the national organizer of the Arts Forum of United National Party, contested from the United States.
President Anurukumar Dissanayake says a sum of 604 billion rupees has been set aside for the health sector through the budget.
He reiterates that the government has taken measures to prevent the occurrence of a shortage of medicines in the country. The President has made these remarks addressing a public rally in the Berula town today. The meeting was organized to consolidate the victory of the NPP at the local government election. President Anurukumar Dissanayake said that a communal clash of any form was not created since the time the government was formed. No room will be left to create such a situation. The NPP is the only political movement of which people in the south, east and north place their confidence. The President said he was in Pudukkottai yesterday and never in the history a political meeting of such magnitude was held in the area with the attendance of a President. This was mainly due to the people's confidence of the present government. A state devoid of racism is needed. The government is building such a state. If the existing laws are inadequate, new laws will be brought. There is no room for recurrence of communalism in the country. The government gives a pledge to the people that the year 2025 will be the year that would bring the highest income to the treasury in its history. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jatissa is shouldering a significant responsibility in enhancing the health sector. Funds have been allocated to uplift the field of health. A sum of 604 billion rupees has been set aside for the health sector with the objective of preventing any shortage of medicines. There are some problematic instances in purchasing mechanism. These problems will be solved in due course. The country is moving towards a bright direction. The President has called upon to further strengthen the government by emerging the NPP victorious in the local government election to be held on the 6th of next month.
Leader of the opposition Sajid Premadasa says that he will own the responsibility of providing a valuable service to the people through local government institutions, even without grants from the government. He expressed these ideas at a public meeting held in Maharagama yesterday. Another public meeting of a series of meetings organised to ensure the victory of candidates contesting from Samagijana Balavege in the forthcoming local government elections was held yesterday in Maharagama. Leader of the opposition Sajid Premadasa said that the power of the municipal councils and provincial councils will be secured invariably by Samagijana Balavege. He added that the party will not be deterred by the threats of the non-provision of grants. Samagijana Balavege, unlike other political parties, will be able to provide an excellent service to the people even without power, and the party accepts that responsibility.
Leader of the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress parliamentarian Rauf Hakim says that they should consider in depth in contesting with the Samagijana Balavege in the forthcoming elections. Addressing an election propaganda meeting today, he further said the SLMC is contesting certain electorates as an independent group in the upcoming local government poll. Parliamentarian Rauf Hakim said that they should explore deeply over their relationship with the SJB, the upcoming poll, as well as in future elections. The party has decided to contest as an independent group in certain divisions in the Kandy district. The party will contest with the Samagijana Balavege in 3 divisions in the district. They also hope to contest in other divisions as an independent group.
Prime Minister Dr. Surya says an effective utilization of human resources is an objective of the educational reforms.
The nation's most precious resource is the human resource. The Prime Minister reiterates that education should have to be in a more advanced position in order to develop this resource. The Prime Minister has made these remarks at a ceremony conducted at the Polgolla Devapada Vidyalaya in Kurunagala yesterday. The event was organised in connection with the 30th anniversary of the school. Prime Minister Dr. Surya said that the new education system would be introduced next year. The system would become especially applicable for grade 1 and grade 6. A student completes 13 years of education in a school. The aim of the new education system is to create a student who has good understanding and a preparation on which field he or she should enter after finishing school education. The student should evaluate potentialities in order to divert the higher education employment or any other income generation activity upon completion of basic education. The government believes that it is essential to create an educational methodology that suits the economic growth and development and to embark upon the era of Renaissance. Without having such a target, it is not possible to bring the country forward. The Premier added that as a result, they have focused special attention on this issue. Prime Minister Dr. Surya has also taken part in the ceremony of presentation of a Sannaspatra to Venerable Tissave Sumananda Nayakathera, who has been appointed as the Adhikarana Sanganayaka of the Kurunagala district. Minister Namal Karunaratne has presented the Vijanipatha to the Nayakathera. The Prime Minister said at this occasion that Sumananda Nayakathera has rendered a significant service for the advancement of the Buddha Sasana. The ceremony has taken place at the Gallen Viharya in Karatha.
The World Tai Chi and Qigong Day commemoration ceremony was held at the Colombo Independence Square yesterday. The event was jointly organised by the Chinese Embassy, the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs and the Sri Lanka Health King Organisation and the Sri Lanka Wushu Federation. A group of more than 150 persons comprising of local players of the Tai Chi sports and their trainers was present at this occasion. Chinese Ambassador in Sri Lanka, Ki Shengong, was also present on this occasion. Foreign news on the other side of this break.
Investigator to ensure the truth is revealed and justice is served. The Pakistani government has also reiterated its commitment to peace, stability and adherence to international norms. The Indian government emphasized that it will continue to work towards maintaining peace between the two countries.
At least 28 people have been killed and 800 injured in a massive explosion at one of Iran's key ports. The blast took place at Shahid Raji, the country's largest commercial port, yesterday. The blast had blew out windows and roofs of nearby buildings and destroyed cars. Residents reported feeling the impact of the blast up to 50 kilometers away. 6 people remain unaccounted for, according to Iranian media reports. The explosion occurred after a fire broke out and spread to unsealed containers storing flammable materials. The fire was the result of improper handling of a shipment of solid fuel intended for use in Iranian ballistic missiles, according to intelligence reports.
A heartwarming video release captured the tender moments of mother giant pandas bonding with their young cubs at a conservation center for giant pandas in the Sichuan province, China. The video shows giant panda mother Mei Mei gently carrying her cub baby Mei Mei in her mouth. She carefully brings the little one back to the rest area for a cozy nap, showcasing the unique bond between the mother and the cub. Meanwhile, panda mother Rui Rui snatches a bamboo shoot from her cub, baby Rui Rui, sparking the cub to turn and try swiping bamboo from another nearby panda. Rui Rui, born in September 2017, welcomed baby Rui Rui in 2023, continuing this delightful panda family narrative. Also, two adorable giant panda cubs were filmed wobbling as they closely followed their keeper, showcasing a heartwarming bond of trust. The footage showed the cub waddling behind their keeper, their round, chubby bodies swaying with each step. Each pose by the keeper is mirrored perfectly by the cubs, exuding their playful trust and connection. These two fluffy companions are among the 12 newborn giant panda cubs at the base. Since most were born between July and September of last year, many are now approaching their first birthday.
And in your sports news tonight, the Tri-Nations Women's ODI series among Sri Lanka, India and South Africa commenced today.
And the inaugural match between Sri Lanka and India was won by the Indian women's team by 9 wickets. The match was played at the R. Premadasa Cricket Stadium. Since the match was delayed due to rain, an innings was curtailed to 39 overs each for both teams. Accordingly, winning the toss, India women's team asked Sri Lanka women's team to bat first, and they scored 147 runs all out in 38.1 overs. Hasidi Pereira scored 30 runs while Kavisha Dilhari contributed with 35. In bowling, Sneha Rana captured 3 wickets while Deepthi Sharma and Sri Charani claimed 2 wickets each. Chasing a victory target of 148 runs, Indian women's team scored 149 runs for the loss of just 1 wicket in 29.4 overs, thus sealing the victory. Pratika Raul scored an unbeaten 50 runs and Harleen Diol scored 48 runs not out. Inoka Ranavira was able to the only wicket to fall.
She's found the boundary, Harleen Diol. That capped brilliantly.
And with that, we end tonight's main news broadcast. It's me, Sonal, saying goodbye along with Kasani. Good night.
Good night.